na Uganda basiru waliwo emmotoka ekyama okudde eno gyendi bo bennyini tebalina gye balaga ne bawulira ate si bajja kujja bawete bakyamemu naye nga tebakkiriza ono ayingira kuyingira kkubo kuganda weebuuza abantu abamu bwe balowooza laba ono ate no musajja mukulu mulabe kanulabye ddala omuntu atalina magezi omuntu bwayingira ekkuba ofiirwa kibananga abantu ba for the love of kaze tutandika okubanga ffe we are a living example kuba tugenda kutwala obuyinza mu 2026 tuyinza kubanga twesanga awo ba food soda ffe tulina okubanga twesanga ekibiina ekigenda okuyingira obuyinza tunayingira obuyinza tugenda kuba tulina beescort of course tujja kati singa nagenze dda secretary general for the love of kaze people's party naye nga omuntu bwayingira ekkubo talina kyakujjako tolina kyofiirwa because osigala oli mu jam. We are still in the same traffic jam okitegeera we are not going anywhere kati bwolemesa omuntu okuyingira oba sibitegeera nabitegeera naye nga muli mutya mwalabye MTN bwe yagabye pick up Mulamiki ndekerawo okuyomba ngenda yingira wa minister banzijukiti wayombera ku kkubo Chusiza kamera eyo mbalage Mark 2 musoteyo. That Mark 2 is one of the cars if you have a very small budget 7 million 8 million and you want a car that you can even drive for a year without fixing anything. That's the car for you. That Mark 2 Musota. Not by that particular one, but a Mark 2 like that. It's one car you can drive, you don't fix bushes, bichi, right? That one. It has one issue, ball joints. You have to make sure your ball joints are very well maintained. But that car, it's something else. It's fast, it's stable on the road, it's very comfortable, and it's one car that is there in neutral. People will not say you're poor, people will not say you're very rich. And yet you can get it at like 8 million. Of course, again, 8 million to togena ngono nyemoroke kola kati ezo Mark 2 eza S million mwenda 10. Okitegere yebe yimiridde ddala nga essa akola nga nyonjo nnyo munda muyombya Mark. Good morning Mgalasi Joshua Mixed Farm. Good morning Morad K Momo VIP. Good morning Triple M Bashir Mukaras. Good morning Valerian Serunkuma. Good morning Tusime Eddie. Good morning Chigozi Stanley. Good morning Ashim. Good morning Jay Sekaja. Good morning Nathan. Good morning Mulamik. Good morning Travel Life Vlog. Good morning Joseph Barikudeme. Good morning Patrick Rio Potre Farm Pade. Good morning Timothy Wodiana. Good morning Hussein Buwat. Good morning Amateka Getaga Okukambuara Muko. It will minimize accidents on the road. I find that majority by now a lot of sons of muntu akukumi na mwenda. You remember guys, I told you about Bombo Road being dangerous. Today kukumi na mwenda sons of muntu moroke mugoye zalinga blanket kukubo. That the ayadenga ataina magumba. You know how a blanket can be like it's disorganized. You have just thrown it there. So today we were driving past Kumi na Mwenda and we saw a person that was involved in an accident and they were goyard like a blanket. It's like the body had no bones. I'm telling you, it's that bad. And that person was a border guy, I can tell you. So I've seen people that take borders for long distances. If you're going to be taking a border for a long distance, you better have a border guy that is designated. Don't just pick up a border from anywhere and you tell them actually on a long journey. I tell that when a border guy guy is driving you and you're on the road, you should be able to control them. The moment you can't control what a border guy is doing, get off that border. You get it? Otherwise, when like if a trailer was to hit you, it's all kugoya. Never janga. The only way they are identifying you is because you had some nails that were brown. You get, like that person who was goyad like a blanket. I can tell you, we saw it. We saw it. We saw it. I'm telling you. So it looked not so good. So you need to be very careful as you're driving. Good morning, Michael Chris Muwonge. Antonio Random Things VIP agamba, but to me I think bandi mwade Datsun but hard body 3000 omukyalo oyo ate era bamusindise mugugu. Anti beggar has no choice, Antonio. Yeah, but she will manage. Ajajivuga ngataji maintaining. I find that the hardest thing with that Nissan hard body is the suspension. The suspension. The engine, as long as she changes engine oil, she will be okay. Then the other trouble probably is that she doesn't travel long distances. I tell the hard body was made for those long distances. Angera emoroka jajivuga emyaka ng'etaano muleme. Okitegeera. Ate era okujjako nga ku the donation je bamuweddeko service ya myaka ng'esatu awajajivuga emyaka gye 10. But if they have given her just a double cabin, ye service ngira akole ki myaka ng'etaano emoroka ejja kubeeganye. Okitegeera. Because oba seekyo ajja kukakibwa okugitunda after some time. But whatever she could manage that old car. Mark, that old car was very easy. You saw people pushing it. That old car was an old car. So it's one old car she wasn't really maintaining that much because it was already old. Now this one is of course, even the people in Kampala that have those cars don't they don't maintain those diesel cars properly. She will manage it for some time. But MTN did a very good thing. It's a good gesture. It's better than nothing. Eh? It's better than nothing. That's what CSR is. CSR, there are no conditions. There is no condition that umuntu umwe emoroka nyangwe yo maintaining. Olaba even the president, when the president is giving out cars, he gives out the president gives out Pajeros. You think he cannot get those good Land Cruisers? Ira nababa wa Pajero, ira gaba Nissan Hadibode, ochitegera because they are cheaper to buy. Agwogenda ofafagane nayo. Ochitegera. Of course, the president that doesn't know that maintaining Nissan is harder. He also doesn't know that. He doesn't know. So for him, his procurement team just buys the things that are very affordable to buy, and then yeah. So Pada agamba she was a mechanic herself. Moroka ya diesel bagisinikira ka amanyi. Moroka za diesel ezo ziraba. Zine mabakanika ba ina experience gwengo very. Moroka ya petrol so gitetenkanya. But you cannot kutetenkanya a diesel kane kajamu kaliro keko. Kajamu kaliro keko. Kajamu kaliro keko. Kajamu kaliro keko. Nenga asubire mu bantu mwe muri bulungi. Okay, guys, speaking about MTN giving away that double cabin, if you were to buy a pickup, which pickup would you buy? Of course, me, I think majority of people bari mu dengeyo. Yali isobode kubanga. It's literally what she has been driving. Now, yeah, the thing that you guys need to understand is that MTN donating, it had to donate what it already has. So it picked out of the fleet of vehicles that it has, and it decided to move. So they did not have to buy a vehicle. They just picked what one of the cars they had and they said to Jimuwe, tubate tufirwa nyochi lyao, and we are going to get goodwill and people will talk about us. Temulaba athakati ayogera ku MTN. Ochitegera wadde nga ina internet ku office nebera siro nagivaako. But now he's talking about MTN and in a good way, that they did a good thing. You get it? And she will manage it only service for now at least 2 years. She'll have made some money to downgrade. Katubulira banange. Why are you planning for her to downgrade? Yeah? So she would have made some money to sell that one and top up and get like a karukumu bibiri. Trailer here feed it down. The thing with these trailers, we feed. Chitegeza nebo kuba kulinya. We kulinya. We already know those trailers. Tebazivuganga trailer yibadde wamerese jamu eyo mbadde newunza kajamu kano kava kuki kajamu kadde kava ku trailer. So guys, if you are to buy a pickup, what pickup would you buy? Of course me, I'll tell you to buy a single cabin, whatever it is. It could be the D-Max, it could be the Nissan hardbody, it could be the L200, it could be the Hilux. You get, it could be one of those Howo. As long as you don't buy that nyongeza wakalabi akoneba kakuwera bwerere kasule obuyongeza obwo biri bisirani nakatujja kukuba emitwalo 9. Today is Lifestyle Wednesday. Why would you even buy a pickup, guys? Me, I've not gotten the urge to buy a pickup at any one moment. Sidanga how nature was anako. Why would you buy a pickup? And of course, to ever say MTN banange. Just mujiwe ka goodwill. Thank you MTN. Kubanga chiyakoze. Not everyone does it. Not everyone does it. You guys saw already. I don't know if the president said it, but you guys saw the president told the medical interns in Bubesa Sulide, which say you guys are going to see hospitals are going to be full of angry doctors. Actually, there is a quote I saw. I don't know if the president said it, but there is something I saw that they said the president said that if you cannot afford to pay for yourself tuition for medicine, don't study medicine. You get it? That you should be able to pay for yourself. And a bunch of other things that were not very pleasant to come from him. I don't know if it came from him, but if it came from him, maybe that's why even our grandfathers and grandmothers don't care about us. Because these doctors, the reason why we support the doctors is because they are going to support us for very little money. Actually, there is another quote I saw of the president saying, I don't know if he said it, but these are quotes that people keep sharing. On social media, people buy into. But then there is another quote that said, the doctors, if you cannot get a sponsor to sponsor you through medical school and internship, to be soma. Okukubada atakwe nyini na ye is okay tugenderawo naye nga we are with the medical interns fe tumanyi tubeetaaga mugenda tujjanjaba ekitegeera mugenda tujjanjaba. Not so many people can afford a personal doctor, at least you get. Not so many people can afford to get a personal doctor, and for us who cannot afford a personal doctor, we know how important doctors are. And of course, it has always been that internship is paid for these guys by the government, right? The government should be able to do that. And you guys saw yesterday that Parliament went to the regions. Parliament went to the regions. But tuchireke. It's tulina abantu bangi betuweeredde ku government ba medical intern abakadde bonna bagenda nga babaweerera internship babasasula because they get paid when they are internship. I remember when I was at Makerere, we went to internship and we received 600,000 as internship facilitation. Gatenze nasoma drama. You get? So it's only fair that these guys get facilitated. We must what drama baampa. okitegeera ate nga nze mu internship yange already nali nga nkolayo ne bali aba medicine babawe. I remember when they gave me my 600k I bought tires for my chibina. So these guys also deserve to get money, okitegeera. But you tell me why you would choose to buy a pickup, if you ever chose to buy a pickup, and which pickup would it be? Would it be a double cabin? Would it be a single cabin? And which type of pickup would it be? Nze wendi wano emoroka gye ndoota eri emu Volvo erina kuba moroka nga yakuna family yange kutambuliramu babeere safe nga kifuso nabwe kitutomera kyekigooma, okitegeera. Naye nga MTN, thank you very much for that gesture, but tabeebaze aye tuna munaddamu okugaba. I find that literally, if you guys mchimanyi waliwo abantu abalaba broadcast eno nga you in a corporate company, so network evuddeko nenira kyevuddeko is free for, it's not free of charge, guys. That double cabin that they gave that woman is about 30 million shillings. So yes, they gave away some good money. You get, of course, 30 million shillings is not money for MTN, but there are people that can't even give away 10k. You get, ngate umuntu mzanga ina 10 million kwa account nga tainza gaba 10k. So MTN did a very good thing. So and guys that are in big corporate companies, I find that CSR is one of the marketing avenues you guys can use. You help change life for a person. You help change someone's life. And you'll always be remembered. You guys saw one of the things that worked for Frank Kashumba was a CSR sort of activity. When Frank Kashumba went and got this girl Gwebali Bayocha, Aisha Nabokera, he sort of like rescued her from her stepmother, Namurabidira, of course until university. You get it? So for Frank Kashumba, that was a CSR kind of project which benefited him as a person, because since then Frank Kashumba became a very prominent individual. You get it? And life was also never the same for him. Of course, he changed the life. Aisha Nabokera came out of what we thought was suffering. Yeah. Katiba Muwadde, this is the Hilux. That's a Hilux. Of course, it looks like that. But the car they gave this lady is over 30 million shillings if you were to buy it. Because the Nissan had boda abantu zebagule million abiri mwe ziba 1997 model. Imoroka je bawadoyo omuchara iraika it's like a 2005 model. I know when they gave her a car, and I'm thinking they also gave her a package to enhance her capital, which take right? Because ye byabadde akola byabadde atunda mu eri pick up ye ya bulijjo ojja kusanga she had like a capital of about 500k or 1 million shillings. So I'm thinking on top of a car they probably gave her like a 2 million okitegeera to help her boost her business, because katagenda kusigala kyekimu agenda kubanga si yoli abadde atunda watermelon just because emoroka gyalina kati ya beeyi ne customer. Of course that also gave her mileage. It also gave her mileage, but you guys need to understand that ebintu by'omu butale nabyo tebiri straightforward. Abantu b'omu butale mbawulidde nabo beeroga, okitegeera beeroga, gundi tayagaliza gundi takola ki, beekuba amatalo, okitegeera. So I'm thinking probably because she got a double cabin, maybe she will advance and change a location. In the place where she has been selling those things, people have been buying from her because bamusasira. And I think that's the thing that we forget as human beings. That's the thing we forget. That every time you advance, you need to change. Buli embeera yo bwekyuka n'erongoko olina okukyusa wooli. Naddala nga wooli abantu basingako. Because kati that lady wabadde atunda watermelon badde bamugula kuba ku motoka gwe guvundu olumu gufa ne bagusindika kati agenda kugira mu motoka ng'erina ne alamu. Abamu bagenda gano mugulako lwampalana. You get? So I really hope that they help boost her a little bit. Bisenyiga byampiseemu naye yakuba steady starch. Mpozi toli Kampala kati yutena ddagala lya senyiga kuba tebasuubira. But you get oranges and eat oranges and get ginger. I don't know why they call it ginger. Ginger sounds better. But you find someone, a mature adults, calling it ginger. calling it ginger. Like I know someone that used to call a hotel. But that person told me that in Runyoro, the hotel is called hotel. Antonio, is it true that in Runyoro hotel is hotel? Yeah. Anyway, as you said, they had kept already a fleet. Just it was to give. Those guys already had their own car, and the only thing was to pick one of the cars and give it away. But still, it's a good gesture, guys. We underlook good gestures by people. Like if someone finds you, nakukulire echencha, that person could have done better. If that person hadn't given you breakfast, no one else would have given you breakfast. You get? So it's actually a good gesture from them. Nengira womanyi bana Uganda tutera kusima nze nsimye MTN olaba zaade body nange ne bali jimpadde nali gitutte. That is 30 million added onto your life. Now the only problem normally when we do CSR activities is that people, it would be better for you to give someone, to teach someone how to fish other than giving them fish. What would have been better CSR is actually get her a temporary vehicle and fix her vehicle. That would have been better CSR on behalf of MTN. Why? This lady already knows how to maintain her car. So what I find that would have done better was to Sidika, or because it would actually it would have been cheaper for MTN to fix the car she has. Panel beat it, spray it, buy new tires for the car. If she doesn't have a logbook, get her the logbook, overhaul the engine. It would have taken like 5 to 6 million shillings. Which take it, right? And then it would have been good for her. The hard body is good for MTN. I know at the level of the executives of MTN, they have done something. But even the journey of fixing her car would have turned out to be, because instead of giving her a car of 30 million, they probably would have fixed her car at 6 million. Ne 6 million zandi banyingi. Moroka baji pado beatinga, ne baji tereza ku milioni ngemu. Emu abiri awo. Ne batekako n'obutaalo obupya. Pano beating. Engine ne baji overhaulinga milioni nga 2. Izo sisatu. Abali overhaulinga ne bakwata emitwalo nga 5 wabata ino logbook ne bamufunya miterako ne bakwata emitwalo nga 7 ne batekako emipira tuli mu sente mmeka. Generally milioni 7. Milioni 7 emoroka mukaga. Emoroka yali badde wedde ngetiridde. Ne bakwata milioni nga 4 ne bazimuyiwamu nga capital. Nasigaze emoroka ye n'atayita nnyo ku bantu ba ku kyalo kuta. And you guys, sometimes we be there thinking that abantu bobayitako tebakufaako oyiseewo bibyo nabajja. People don't think like that. Like yesterday I did a video on TikTok where I was responding to someone who said, Arthur, Morocco roza afuna nnyo. There are people that think like that. Osegera, na mukazi watu, the way she has gotten a hard body, she's even going to look better. Like she's going to look better simply because of having a new car. She will look better. And by looking better, people will get angry. You get it? So I am thinking, you guys, especially the guys that are in marketing, I know there are so many guys here that are in marketing that watch this broadcast. So you guys that are in marketing, when you're doing a CSR project, don't change too much. Don't do a CSR project where you're changing someone's life too much to the extent that people are going to envy them, because you'll be putting their life in danger. According to me, I think she won't manage that vehicle, posing her agitunza and get what she will manage. Exactly. But personally, I think if she ever service it, will things be well for her? 900k living testimony. What do you mean, Nathan? D-Max, Nissan, Hardbody, Hilux and all should be single cabin. Those are cars for her. Exactly. They should not have given her a vehicle. They should have refurbished that vehicle. But like I said, you know, we have to look at all angles. Why give someone a car that is worth 30 million if you can sell it at 30 million and use only 10 million to transform her life? You get it? Toyota Hilux and you're good to go. What double cabin would you, what pickup would you buy? Other people should try at a Ford Ranger and Chinese Shigan pickup trucks. They are a thing and serviceable. Ford, you guys have it. Yeah. Haven't you seen ministries fail to keep Fords on the road? Valeria, haven't you seen ministries and NGOs fail to keep Fords on the road? And I don't know why Fords seem to have like basic technology. Technology but people have failed to keep Fords on the road. After that, Mark II Musota CC make our 2000 cc. But it's a very good vehicle. Bobase inasendeza amafuta emoroka jiwali guze ne weyagala. Nissan single cabin is better. I remember I used to prefer it than the Town S. Ngatwali ebidongo kubasomero. Yeah, I think I remember I also drove a Nissan hard body. Era nayo yali single cabin. Afe twavuga double cabin by the way. Twagenda kuhana nga tugenzo twala ebidongo. Nentukawo deputy wa Mita Sulaimani. Nangamba buno budongo bwolese. Nange nechanga. Nga wampa decent zobo budongo ate ngoyagala bidongo bingi. 2 base beams, 4 tops, 1 rack nga kiggwa. But Toyota Hilux mnange ekuba double cabin. Chiobo Alex, good morning. I am okay. I hope you're also good. I sent you a message on TikTok. I'm going to see it. Credit to MTN Nangi Vampechi had the body in the movie. He did not say don't study medicine. Instead, he asked them to join YMCA for catering courses. Valerian I was looking for that comment. He told them but Matemuna sentence of medicine mugende kwa msome catering ne tailoring. Nze ngamba yabarase mbaba yabyogedde. Yabarase nene bwe wali baddegwe wali barase. Gweseba amanyi gobo inanga president. Anti obena oyina immunity. Nange ndabanga nange mbakuba president nali barase tumusasire. Naye waliwo omuntu akuwa nga akwejjako kubanga I don't know bambi whether she will manage because she may want to forge this one also. Nze mukula okwange moroke yagenda gimanaging yebbanga because katolede bayizo bamwedeko service ya kilomita emitwalo ng'ebiri oba mutwalo gumu ogwo mwaka mulamba nga avuga. Then ajja kola service eddako ogwo mwaka mulala nga avuga. Kati awo atuuke emipiira jjajja givuga emyaka nga 10 kuba talina ngendo zaavuga. Okitegeera. Good morning JK. There was a time the government wanted to hire foreign doctors. Ati yabawano nga mwechanga. Bwana Anthony, make us a story to kuteke for the love of cars. MTN which had body. By the way guys, na yo mchada abadde bubi banange. The hard body is better than nothing. Abadde bubi. Oyo abadde bubi nnyo. Oyo incumbent waffe, we are going to unseat him come 2026. Antonio erinya litulambwa state wa president Antonio. President Antonio from Uganda has made a statement. Ochibira abakinyuma manya mu mawulire sponsored by government during medical school. Nze njagala pick up not only to do my garden help, but I just love it when driving. Mostly the Datsun locomotive. Banango yagala akamotoka. Antonio ba tulashito yagala kumoloka ezitegere kikaba nange. Muse Masadam Rodal Muchwa VIP, good morning. Mark bajja kuwalira but still iranjagala single cab not double cab. I used to get living out allowance and a faculty allowance at campus during my time. Why is it that should interns get paid? Exactly, JK. I'm saying if other people who used to get it, me, I got like internship allowance. I find that all the medical guys should get that money. I think ngenda ku website yawe mbagambe nti nange ndi bubi. Good morning Nicho Selector. Valerie agambe you hard body dogo tedi itam. Hey, you leave dogo alone. Dogo ka hey, you guys have just seen a Peugeot pickup. Yin. That pickup jemula be. It's a Peugeot. Now this man into Peugeot bakola pickup. But that's a Peugeot. But this is ngako. It might be true because I to call it hotel. Antonio Kwegambo confirms it's a hotel. Yeah? It's a hotel. Good morning, Castle Patrick Asigu. Repairs would not do any PR. They would, Valerian. Overhaul of the car, making it better. It would do PR. Again, you guys would say, why repair? MTN can afford to buy a new one. Antika akati, our PR wakolida because they would actually explain it to us. But why go through the hassle of sourcing for parts of the old car? It teaches sir, you always keep on reminding us, if you can go get a bond car, way easier than getting an old cheap car. Antika akati hit Moses, you have to look at your situation. When I say if you can get a bond car, I mean if you can get a bond car. Which again, WMT technology high. The guy on TikTok that said Tewera Gambo in Simadala, some people Kataba bantu wetu bolaba babera ne negativity nyingi laba obo ina babera wala. And you can imagine that person is a friend to someone. Every time their friends progress, awulira bubi. Na ye chipya. I believe her effectiveness will improve. She's already too much as a company or brand. You can think about other people's feelings beyond the act of CSR. Bamulabanga makanika wa that sani mulungi nnyo okwekumuwa ensani naye emoroka gye bamwadde n'ensani ng'ovudde ku kanika. Guys, I've seen people fail to get Nissan hard bodies out of the garage. Okitegeera? So even as let's say she's a mechanic, she might fail to keep it on the road. Naye kati agenda givuga emyaka gye ekitono nnyo 5 ku bulamu bwe eriko ajja givuga emyaka ekitono nnyo 5. I believe MTN might have gotten a deal that might include the service for her to top up a certain mileage. I'm thinking also the same. Bayinza okuba bamukoledde ka mileage ako. Guys, instead of us discussing how she will fail to maintain it, let's discuss what we do. What would we do in her position to maintain it on the road and improve our lives? Football tribe, what she would have to do would be definitely to service it, maintain it. But what we are trying to do is discussion here. By the way, football tribe, she will not even see our discussion. She's not going to see it on YouTube. But what we are doing is probably help another person that is going to do a CSR project of the same kind to probably think about the other person as well. Because you guys, the act of giving her a car was a very good act. That's why we are saying thank you, MTN. But we also know that it could have been done a little bit better. Of course, we're worried. I can tell you that if your problems are 100,000 shillings a day, you start thinking at the level of 100,000 shillings a day. The double cabin that was given to her was decided in a boardroom. That's why she was even surprised. Did you guys see the video of her celebrating? She did not know the pickup was coming. She did not know a pickup was coming. And we both know it's like you coming. Me, I can buy a Prado. I can buy a Prado. But I know that maintaining the Prado would be one of the hardest things. Not just even maintaining it, even fueling it will be a very hard thing. Then, football tribe. Echirala chempadde chibadde iyo Isuzu D-Max mujirabe aba waters bavuga. Echirala, the other example that the other thing I put in the discussion was the fact that now driving a hard body and using it to sell watermelon might not be one of the best things for her. You get so a hard body, a Nissan hard body double cabin selling watermelon might actually not even make business sense. Football tribe. So yes, and sometimes I find that we as Fengaba na Uganda, we avoid talking about things because they're uncomfortable. And every time you don't want to talk about things because they're uncomfortable, yeah, because they're uncomfortable to talk about it, you ignore the problem from the solving mangu no solving ne weesanga nti ate genda okujja nga you're not ready. We have to understand it's like how Arthur is driving his characters right now. Okitegeera nga katambwira mu lunaku ne bamuwa kawundo osobola nogiwa service naye amafuta gennyini gagikupakingisa okuva ewange gyenva. You get what I'm saying? Allies are gonna change like crazy when Antonio becomes president. Antonio amara okutuula mu ntebe y'opresident mwe mulowooza embeera eneesigala nga yeemu n'abaana b'omukyala kabeyagayireko buddabo kabine. Nze nakisiimi. Medical interns are graduate students of medicine. That's according to Dr. Ekwaro Ebuku, and not continuing students as many have been made to believe. Kakati, a football tribe, medical interns are graduated, but they are going to be working. I find that the facilitation is to make their working environment better. If they are graduates, me as Arthur, when I graduated from drama school, buli we nakolanga nze njagala sente nze kyovola batoyina bwogenda kundaba nze you never saw me doing stand-up comedy here, being in that film, being there, because for me it was purely financial. I had to work for money. Okitegeera. And I think when the medical interns are asking for their facilitation, it's to make hiyo Nissan Patrol. Ogirabye kirabika bulungi Nissan Patrol. Nze tompa and cruiser ngalo Nissan Patrol. I find it to be a better car. Era Nissan Patrol ekintu kiri kimu ekiba kigenda okunkuba maintenance. Nenga Nissan Patrol is a better car. I think Uganda government should give Ugandan education loans. Or how we compete on international level and jobless solution. And a travel life logo. I find that the government of Uganda has tried, but we have officials deep down in there. Ababbi, abananfusi, abakumpanya. Era bagenda loan, the government egenda leta loan scheme muveyo mukumpanya ewaabwe nga yali mwavu nga azze kubba bubbi era esente za loan ezo azibbe. Okitegeera ayagala bagende eno bokka kale. So guys, MTN, big up on yourself. Mwebale nnyo kuwa mukyalo oyo double cabin, mwebale kuwa and guys, let me tell you one thing. When something good happens, it doesn't mean there is no downside. Everything has a pro and a con. Okitegeera, everything has a pro and a con. Nti borders are good, but they are also bad. Cars are good, but they are also bad. That's why you find that sometimes omuvubuka bwagula emmotoka abeewa bwe kibasooka mugamba olizimba ku nnyumba gwe onookulakula nagwe ng'osoose gula mmotoka. Okitegeera olibaako kye weekolera naye ng'ate olugira nga bagamba waayi jangu otutwaleko ku mukolo. So everything has a pro and a con. MTN did a very good thing giving us a double cabin. Kuba kati yatuwadde eyo emmotoka yaffe. Emmotoka yatuwadde era oyo omukyala wanaagaana okutwalangako abantu nga bamugamba owaayi emmotoka gye baakuwa obuwi kati tuyagala tutwalako. Okitegeera. But MTN did a very good thing, although it doesn't stop us from saying what could have been done better. Travel life, about the football tribe UG. So yes, and these are individual thoughts. Nze bintu byenjogera byange nga Arthur Okitegeera, having seen how cars can be maintained and all that. Okitegeera. But of course for MTN maybe the double cabin makes better news, and for them they are in for the news. They are not there bagala nnyo okuyamba. When someone does the CSR, it's mostly for the news. Of course they have to show that tuliwo okuyamba. Nenga they are there for the news. Okitegeera. So but then baboza pick up kije wali guze. Me I don't think I want a pick up at all. I don't. Because nga bwe nabagamba sijja kulima sijja kulunda, mwabalima ne mulunda mulime tujja kujja tubikule. We have to balance the market. Nange ankule katemba ngana mwe mutagenda kola katemba zikankule katemba mujja kujja mulabe emizannyo gyange. Nze nja kujja ngule embuzi ngule emmere bwe mmala obba bwezo sente ate namwe muzikomyewo mu theatre mujje mu ndabi tuba mugule firimu zange. Okiraba how we balance the boat. Omeja Moses, good morning. Nathan, just not during my reign mugenda mwenna okuvuga hypercars and exotic cars nga nvuga karibu yange. Paul sema VIP, good morning. What if I think she needs a smartphone with data? And for the love of cars, channel subscription. Bareli anagambia omukyala mugulire naye omukyala ateko kuba ina smartphone. Omukyala yaleka nga wa .com. balera agambe mbwa for the love of kazi mugulira omukyali simu mumwene data ne data mugera anti nakyo kyo mulame mumanye there is a thing with sustainability. Now I've told you a story of my late friend twava naye mu high school ng'abeera nange kati bwe yabeeranga nanga eva aba talina simu otuuka omunonya nga talina simu, so I used to buy him a phone naye ng'omugulira essimu mu Monday n'addayo ewaabwe by Saturday aba agitunze. Sustainability is a very important thing, Valerian. Omukyalo oyo ogenda kukola nga tuvuddemu kwagala okukola CSR okwagala okukola amawulire, omukyalo oyo ogenda mugulira smartphone asubscribinge ku channel kwololo agenda okukoma aleme kuddamu okitegeera. I have a feeling that she will definitely repair the car mpola mpola, then she sells it off. And katasobola gitunda kati because I'm sure she has an agreement nti emmotoka ya MTN alina givuga at least emyaka 5. Nze neesize gwe Honorable Antonio ate nnyina ettaka lye neegomba ekira. I know how I'll get it when you get into power. Anti olina ggula ligule Nathan omulembe gwa for the love of Kazi People's Party tetugenda kuwamba bintu. She will maintain that car the way she fought with Hannah Mukade deliver to be. Me, I think it's gonna work for more. She will increase her sales by covering different places. She's already popular. Mweba guy, popularity mujimanyi mutya. Popularity mujimanyi mutya. How many people watch TV? How many people watch TV? Nze samulabe ku TV because simanyi na linakoma kulaba TV. Okitegeera, right? I have a bad experience with Ipsam picnic. Good morning. Alec Isaac Wandera, share your experience with the picnic. Share your experience with the picnic. They gave her a double cabin because she will move with her 5 kids to help her sell. Tebagenda ku somero. Sustainability, guys. When I was still doing my postgraduate studies in marketing, msajja yatusomesanga amuyita Businja Hannington. Yatugambanga ekintu kimu, don't start something that you see will not live long enough. Sustainability is very important. Sustainability is very important. Something you cannot sustain, don't start. So nebobanga you give someone something, you need to make sure that they can sustain it. If they cannot sustain it, don't give it to them. Give them something they can sustain. Olaba kati already fena tulya otugamba na yana agisobola jaggisobola nagisobola jaggisobola nagisobola ntibayizo bagimwa data amena abaana b'abatano kati abaana abatano, what happens during the time when they have to go to school? Tebasome, because that's also another important thing for you to think. Osegeera. Then you also are going to be thinking the tray of the double cabin, is it big enough? Wabasaze okuongeza stock ye. That's another thing you need to think about. Then you think about the fuel consumption of the hard body and the Datsun that she had. Is it the same? Then when you say she's going to have a bigger space when she's ngatunda watermelon is it, then you think to yourself, a time after Ghana abanga them ustegira. Of course, Katerebe never to be because we are not in her shoes. She was definitely happy for the car, and we need to just be happy for her to chilekao. Uchitegera tukitekao ngaba nayo gatuga kigenze ka staff nye motoka. You guys emotoka zona zibazenga bagaba bana abantu abakola abaziba wangule emotoka eza Pepsi eza Coco eza cha abaziba wangule zimotoka ziri ruddawa, because the thing with you winning a car which is affecting is that you can win a car you cannot maintain, and if you win a car you cannot maintain, if you win a car you cannot maintain, soon enough you are forced to sell it so that you go back to your borders, because borders you can manage. Apart from push to start, I do not see the difference between Hilux Vigo and Hilux Evolution. Zibamu bamanyo kuchuse bintu nga suspension, you'd have to sit in that car for you to experience it and see the difference. You'd have to sit in that car for you to experience the difference. Until you sit in it, you see the newer S, the newer X, and the newer SI. When you on festival you're here, but having sat in the X and in the SI, I can tell you the suspension is definitely different. The newer X is hard. The newer SI is not hard. And just that change in suspension. For example, and that thing gives it better suspension. Because of the angle they innovated to make sure that it's a little bit different. After MTN can offer hard data and also afford a smartphone kati channel yaffe eyambe ye okusobola okuwangaza the car. That's a very good approach. I have to think about it. Sustainability, guys. That's why you see that because sustainability is very important. Sustainability is very important. What long-term plan do you have for that to help her maintain the car? And if for the love of cars comes and jumps on the car together for maintaining a model K, what if the car actually fails? What happens? Do you take the blame? Yeah? Do you take the blame and you say fabaga mokujijira okuyumiyambako ku maintaining abajibyeko tabo katika tukule tabo nga musako tabo emmotoka za diesel ezo banga linabeerako mu magaraji. Emmotoka za diesel ezo ziraba etandika kufa buntu butono yizo okufa injector baga injector tugende bazikolemu, and then they work on the injectors. After they work on the injectors, it refuses. Let's buy new injectors. So you buy the new injectors and put them there. After you put the injectors, they say, now it's the turbo. Now you put the turbo. You get. After the turbo, you say, now it's the computer. You get. And by the time you have gone through all those things, you have already spent like 4 million. You get. And then the car is not getting any better. That's why you find that sometimes people end up selling their diesel cars. So for me, that I think that's the one reason why I don't like diesel. Diesel complicates things. She might sell the car and get a better Datsun or Town S. The good thing she was driving Kawasaki. But Mr. Arthur, ABMB Bisekera, do you know that car is kind of difficult to meet Yanema? I tried it once. Good morning, Mr. Arthur. I searched one of your videos talking about the privileges and challenges of a Toyota Passo, but I haven't gotten any. I'll do it. And yeah, in a Passo. But the Passo has no challenges. Apart from the power, it has no challenges. If you can afford it, just buy it. Tekaina buzibu. Martha! Director Martha Academy Namamukono, why did you get that lost? Racho to Blacko boat. Sebugwao Medi, good morning. Mr. Arthur, if that lady could make at least 70 to 50k in a day with the car she had, believe me, she can make it either. Me, I think she will first use that car for a while, then she will adjust to where need be. Ndozamura bamwena direction je mugendamu. Sustainability. Sustainability is a very important thing. Sustainability is very important. Mu kintu kyonna kyonna kyokola, you need to think about how sustainable it is for you and for the other parties that are involved. But I like Isaac. Please share your experience with Ipsam picnic, so that Bukenya Shafiq understands what it feels like from a person that has owned it before. Musalwa Derek, mvuganze characters. Ensi nagivaako. Kiriwo kyenvuga. Mvuga characters. Na ye mpuli ajagala kuddamu kuvuga mu kaviti zaako. Kansigalamu nga Martha bwe yasigalamu mu Emma. Omwana wa boda tebaagala kumanya. Ye wasanga wakyukira. I don't know why Junior ku mulembe gwaffe tujja kujjanga ntuzanye golf anti nja kuba general secretary nanze signinga ku sente z'ekibiina FTC People's Party kati nga tujja ntuzanya golf ne ba minister ne ba ambassador nga we are networking januzanyawo golf mu biseera byaffe nga FTC People's Party yeri mu buyinza. So Alec Wandera, you share your experience with the Ipsum picnic so that the other people that are worried about it or people that want to buy it bamanya chiche bayingiramu okitegeera. Before we play, if you're feeling good, jump, 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 jump. If you're feeling good, booka, 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 booka. Abaye, tubane tukatogera ne mama bane tugamba, emoroke that center, something is amiss. They wanted to make it curvy and they made it plump. Like, those things are not curves, those things after they write down there. They wanted to probably give it hips and the hips looked awkward. Guys, I do pre-purchase inspection if you're going to be buying a car. I come with a mechanic and we make sure you get a good car for your money. Your job is to simply say, I like that car, I don't like that car. For us, we do the checks, paperwork, we check to make sure everything checks out, engine, gearbox, body work, to make sure the person that is selling the car is not selling a stolen car. Your job is to say, I like that car. We charge you a small fee of 450k, zoka Uganda shillings, which take it. Zoka Sasura, and that money covers the entire day. We can start to Kampala Central Business District. But majority of the time when people interact with me and they have the right budget for their cars, by like 2 to 3 p.m. we have already seen like the good options, and now the job that is left is to choose which car will work for you, and then we choose, we go and pay. And I tell you guys, toba ngogenda gula moroka n'otambula ne sente mu sawo zi moroka, sente ze moroka tuzireka mu bank, okay? Sente ze moroka ozireka mu bank n'ogenda bw'omala okulaba emmoroka n'olyokodda mu bank n'ozinona, and if possible you drive that very car to the bank. Don't move with car money. If you have hired Arthur for pre-purchase inspection, the 450,000 is Arthur tambulana zozozi mwata natani kagenda mufield. And of course I also sell car alarms and trackers. The tracker ya mitwala anamwetano nasa tumwetano depending on what you're buying. The one for 350 is not voice activated. The one for 450 is voice activated. And then the alarms including installation 210k. Yeah. Nga uchitambudde nga weeyagala naye nga temugana kujja tukole pre-purchase inspection. Olwaleero si available, but I'm available on Friday. I'm available on Friday. I'm not available tomorrow as well for inspection. It's not like I'm booked, I have other things to do. Nina emirimu gy'abakama bange emirala gye nkola olwaleero n'enkya naye nga ku lwokutaano olw'omukaga wendi for pre-purchase inspection. MTN, thank you very much. Eyo no mention mwe mugirabanga ey'omuzannyo naye mention MTN gyefunye yensonga lwaki yagabye double cabinet esobole okufuna abantu bagyogereko, goodwill of the general public. Nze nyina ne line MTN sebo nagigulamu eri mu simu yange just abantu tebagikubako era bakyangulira ku yati naye nga line MTN mweri Dina ne office naffe tulina line MTN tugitikako sente buli mwezi netugula eddakiika ezikubira bakasitoma abaffe okitegeera tulina ne waka net router ya MTN. MTN sente zaffe zetugiwadde zeyaddiza omukazi wadde Volvo yiyo, that is one of the safest cars ever. Era bwe ndifuna sente nenfuuka omubede ki Volvo nja kigula kibeerewo ng'abantu bange kyebatambuliramu to keep them safe. Guys, I saw an accident today. Chidam, because there are other people that were not here as I was telling you guys about the accident. If you can avoid borders on long distances, please avoid them. Of course, now on omuntu go bato mede yabadavuga border. Naye bamulinye. You know how a blanket can be abadenga blanket ng'amagumba gonna bagamenye emmoroka emutomedde ate ye edduse tebagirabye. So that's the thing with road accidents. Be careful as well. You can get an accident that is that bad. So be careful on the road. If you're seated on a border, please make sure you can direct the border guy how to ride, so that you're safe. Because and don't see two people on the border. See, part of the cabina is off the border. Cut one tiny mistake like this, and she will fall off a border. So if you can avoid sitting on two people on a border, please avoid it. And you should be able to avoid it, guys. Guys, let's just agree. A border should be luxury. So if you don't have a lot of money, take a taxi. Or stay here, right? If you don't have money for that border, instead of sitting two people on a border, one mistake like this, guys, border my body. There are things that affect cars. Ngasengo muntu abadde mu mmoroka mwalabi accident yabadde ku Masaka Road, I think that involved the Forward, the Elf, and the Volkswagen Golf 4. And the person in the Golf 4 was not damaged at all. The person in the Forward did not get any problem. The person in the Elf is the one that got a problem, and the person in the Elf is the one that caused the accident. Era naye bamujjemu nga amagulu gamenyese naye nga akyali mulamba. Emmoroka yeeweddewo naye nga ali mulamba. Now the caliber of accident that destroyed the Elf, imagine if it were destroying a border. Uyo muntu yali badde afudde. So lwaki nabagamba guno omwaka bw'oba tolina emmoroka gula emmoroka emu ne bweba 10 milioni 5. Bw'oba olina emmoroka emu gula ey'okubiri. Bw'oba olina bbiri gula ey'okusatu. Okitegeera zibeerewo. Kati nze nyina bbiri ngenda kugulayo kati. Ngenda kunoonya emmoroka eyakusatu next year. Next year tulina okugulayo emmoroka ey'okusatu. Naye kati tubadde twagala kulyayo maama aba n'emmoroka gy'anaakulubuza gy'anaatomeza because yakyatomera. Ayinayo omwaka mulamba ng'akulubula atomera fuluya. Kati mwogo omwaka tetugula emmoroka abbe tuyinza omugulayo ka Starlet ngaako. Mugulayo Nissan March. Nedda Suzuki Swift. Nissan March mbi. Suzuki Swift. Because Suzuki is literally Toyota. Suzuki is as Toyota as Subaru is. Oluzungu muluwulidde. Je kendo zotiddemu. Suzuki Swift is as Toyota as Subaru. Oba Suzuki is as much of a Toyota as Subaru is. Yeah. Conjunction zikida watsomesanga English teacher Narongo, Mrs. Chigozi yaliwa social studies. Then Mrs. Chigwana yaliwa mathematics. Teacher Narongo yasomesanga byonna. Naye nga ndaba nze nkulaba okwange yali asinga kumanya math. Naye nga asomesanga n'oluzungu. Ani bawo bayitanga Mrs. Mayambala. Mrs. Mayambala yaliwa social studies. Era yali senior woman. Nikati omusomesa w'oluzi teacher Mutebi yaliwa science. Tukira abasomesa bange aba primary. Okujjako oyo omusomesa yajjanga P7 atukuba emiggo n'edoka ntandika dojinga class. N'empita P7 nangambe wayise otya muli balogo ewamu. Simujjukira oyo linnya. Asomesa abajja mu P7 abasinga sibajjukira manya kapaso kaako. Ate uyo musajja akavuga musajja mukulu ali nganzi. Paso teyina buzibu, just amaanyi matono. Ate kati one thing I've seen, paso yinzo bateri safe nnyo kukuba. Paso eyo mugiraba yinzo obeera gwe bode. Olinga boda. Paso eyo. Kapaso ndaba tekali safe bulungi. So but anyway, 1 hour yawezedda. Imbuzi ng'enyumye. Emba yesigamye ennyama. But anyway, today's broadcast Antenebe Lifestyle Wednesday. Nadde njagala babuuza. Naye ekyo kankibabuuze ku Lwokusatu olujja ky'ekibuuzo kyange. Omusajja yali badde ayambala engoye za ssente mmeka nga tayonoonye nnyo ng'ate era teyeeriddeemu nga teyeekubye enjawulo. Esaati yali badde ya ssente mmeka n'empale yali badde ya ssente mmeka n'engatto zaali badde za ssente mmeka. Omusajja nga teyeekubye enjawulo temukiddamu kati mukiddemu ku Lwokusatu olujja mukiddemu ku lwokusatu olujja omusajja nga teyeekubye enjawulo naye ng'ate tayonoonye yali badde ayambala engoye za ssente ng'oli Uganda nga toli Bungereza nga jekke kuba ebungereza biba byanjawulo naye ati nalaba ezo engoye za layisi. When I used to travel I would go to Zara and I would buy t-shirts like at 15k 16k okitegera. So ezo engoye wamwe ebungereza ate nga ziba mpya simanyi lwaki wano bazisiira. So kati Wednesday jaje ye lifestyle topic ya Wednesday ja kakati njagala soma comments za mwemba siibule nina targets nange wano ku office wano kyobola mbagambe siriwo for pre-purchase inspection leero n'enkya nina abantu abadde baagala okubuukinga nganye sijja kankole ku mirimu gyaba targets nyingi kati ku lwokutaano lwendiwo for pre-purchase inspection oba oyagala okumbuukinga. Mama ban ateeke Harrier old model 35 era agenda kuvuga 13 ate Grace nansubuga kali nsubula peace asa okuva lwalemera na mukadde ninda abasajja batusasule nzije tulebireyo. Asa I actually like picnic is not a bad kind of experience is not good. Some picnic irimu biribina ebegenda kunywa nnyo. Kindly live to see the promise coming true. After my first car to be manufactured by 2026 will be named Urban, inshallah. Amin. I said, Nkuma, together supporting, and you're going to manufacture a car in 2026? Zewendi Arthur Owairiza Emas Sam Sigara Mwamusigara musajja watu abera ye mukamoli nga ala broadcaster yogera na kuogera ngenda kuzimba drums and coffee shops in every corner of the country. Ne atanze ze natidda abantu. A friend of mine sold his Primo Super U80 at 18 million shillings. I'm still wondering about the buyer. Kim Job abantu abamu nange bagwagwa. Kati gwe milioni 18 omanye motoka gy'osobola okufuna. Milioni 18 ofuna Primo C-Lite. Ngedinganga ku oyinza n'ogifuna ku UBA. But of course kati abantu abamu bambi butamanya baba tebamanyi. 18 Nzenda abandi muwadde mu town S4 wheel drive and she could even go deep down in the villages yeke nyine ne yesobulira than waiting already. Thank you very much Nsereko Starch. Ebintu ebimu bwe tubiza mu reality tuba tuogeranga abataagaliza naye tuba twagaliza. Can those diesel cars also be checked first electronically then repaired appropriately? Ate ebintu bya diesel ebyo biraba ne bonoteka ku computer ebintu bya diesel bamakanika ba diesel babimanyi. But the thing with diesel is the parts. There are so many bad parts on the market. Which think that you can put 4 turbos on a Kanezigana. 4 turbos. That's why the petrol cars are still winning. Nze nalabako omuntu emmotoka nemulemera mu garage nenge emulemi nga temulemi ekinenga sente zaataddemu asooka n'ateekamu sente bakanike tabo emirundi ng'ebiri neegaana ne bamunga katugule n'asasula sente za tabo ne bagula tabo esooka from the shop ne bagyeta neegaana ne bagizeyo oyo n'abawa tabo nga 3 ne zigaana n'abaddiza sente ne babinoonya ne bigaana kati ate jjukira every time you go looking for a tabo the money reduces. Kati agenda okwesanga sente zaataddemu nnyingi n'agaba emmotoka yake egireebeera. Why do you guys think diesel cars are parked in garages? It's not like they're bad cars, but the cost of maintaining a diesel car is too high, especially these used diesel cars. Arthur was used Otia. A friend of mine has a car. When he's lowering the glass on the driver's window, it makes some noise, and yet the car is new. How do you sort it out? Agende bakebere machine yedirisa Kim Job. Ebintu ebamadirisa byangu abana babikola. At first I was driving Superior in Vigo. Right now we are driving Revolution and they have the same DNA mechanism. Are you sure, Bashir? Bulichimuchi suspension, bichi, everything is the same. It can't be the same. There are things that change. You have just not seen them. There are things you have just not seen. I want to answer the fashion questions. Fashions are next week. Jinizeno, they are not good, man. I was wondering someone comparing Namukade to Primo old model. Pada abantu munange tebamanyi. Abantu tebamanyi naye kamba sibule Chimba Samson, good morning. Bantu bange, thank you very much for being on the broadcast. Mwebale nnyo. Mwebale namwe abali mukamoli. I don't take you for granted. Thank you for telling people about this channel. Thank you for telling people to watch the content here. Keep on sharing the good news. Tujasigaranga tuli impartial. The way we are, oba impartial chijide watuufu njeke. Impartial kwe kubira makati nga tetwe kubira. Muyombia Mark, Mugadasi Joshua Mix Farm, Morad K Momo VIP, Triple M, Valerian Serum Kuma Tusime, Eddie Chigozi Stanley, Antonio Random Things VIP, Hashim J Sekaja, Nathan Mula Meek, Travel Life Vlog, Joseph Bali Kudembe, Pade, Patrick Rio Portrait Farm, Timothy Wodiana, Hussein Mubuwat, Michael Chris Muonge, Oza Mosantu, Joseph Bali Kudembe Doza Nakumaze, Nsereko Starch, Paul Banalia, Valerian Seru Nkuma, Nathan, Chiobio Alex, JK of course, Ronald Muchwa VIP, Muse Masadam, Micho Selector, Heath Moses, Council Patrick Asiku, abantu abo Eastern Uganda mwena lawyer jali eyo for the love of cars tajja kukolako mikolo. WAMV Tech, Triple M Bashiri Mukarazi, Omeja Moses, muloza sibamazeyo, Bukenya Shafik, Musalwa Derek, Sebugwao Medi, Kazoba BL, Gideon Opaye. Ne athaka Swift kalabika bulungi lwakuba buli overpriced somehow. Ne anti kati ezo Swift zirabika Toyota, Swift ye Toyota kati. Prion Mike, of course, Imperial Innocent. Arthur talk about the Corolla 2005 is the same as the Primo new model. No, it's not. Primo is a trim higher. Primo is a Corona, Corolla is a Corolla. All Corollas cannot be better than Coronas. Mukama bawo mukisa. Even Mark 2s are Coronas. Even the Mark X's are Coronas. Mukama bawo mukisa. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Random Cat Talk Thursday. Ciao.